Hey yo, what's going on, IVRL community and Onward fans? I am Lampy28. I am your caster here today for this wonderful EU matchup between Parabellum and Forlorn Hope. And today, this is week 13, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening on the EU. This is Parabellum's first official IVRL cast, and so excited to see these guys play. Originally being Horizon, I believe, but rebranding their team and getting back together and creating Parabellum. So excited to see how this is going to play out. We are close to a full lobby, so just a few more minutes and we shall be jumping right in. But until then, let's cover the bans. Let's talk about what they banned and how that works. Right. In the IVRL, we are in set number 2 of the map pool. So the first 6-7 weeks was set 1. The middle of the season is set 2. And in each set, there is 10 maps to choose from. 8 DPI maps, which is the first 8 you see from left to right. And the last 2, USS Quest and Shipyard, are custom maps made by custom map makers. That is, people in the community that had the ability to make these maps and submit them to DPI, which is made by Onward, who made Onward. And once they go through their trial and errors and they are worthy enough to be put into the game, they get placed in the game. And then they make their way through the trial and errors once again to be put into an actual league. And right now we have USS Quest and Shipyard as those 2 custom maps. And today the home team has banned USS Quest and Bazaar. That's coming from Parabellum. So a little bit of close quarters, the medium-sized map. USS Quest is new to some people, so they may be a little unfamiliar with that map. Bazaar is very complex. It's large, but it's also small. So the map is big, but it's got a lot of close quarters. So, and then you got a little bit of the complete opposite coming from Forlorn Hope on their bans, Snow Peak and Abandoned. Abandoned being one of the newer DPI maps that just came out. Extremely large map, just like it is here on Downfall, the map that we're currently going to play. And as you can tell, it looks like maybe Parabellum Horizon has a record of being good on the long-range maps. Possibility. But yeah, so those 2 are down and banned. Snow Peak is a larger map as well. A little bit of complexity in there too, which has got some inside tunnels to get you that close quarter. But yep, could be a little weakness, could be a little strength. Not completely sure, but those are your bans for today. That leaves 6 open maps to choose from, and round 1 is about to start. We are in Downfall. All 10 members in the lobby. Let's kick it over and look at those lineups. Starting for Parabellum, we have Workham, Omega 6, Bennett, Filippo, and Gaddix. I'm going to butcher these names. I know, sorry guys. Forlorn Hope, Artemis Pro, Oldie86, Exis. I believe he is. They told me he is the reservist for today. Wigglesworth and Charlie Sierra. So, got a full lobby. If you haven't seen already, the predictions should be up or coming up. And make sure you go ahead and predict who you believe is going to win map number 1. And as the round timer starts, we are rolling into map number 1 here on Downfall. We do have Upper Dumpster objective. Start here with the defense, Forlorn Hope.
Oh, it's being cast as well, so best behavior.
Yeah.
I see all, I hear all, guys.
Please don't let me die. I'm always the best guy, don't worry.
As we do appreciate, these are some newer teams and the lower ranking teams, which we want to try to get as many casts in as well too. And Parabellum being their first cast, let's check out what they got going on for us today. Gaddix and Filippo heading down to the west road there. Workham moving into lower red truck. And we got some north push coming from Bennett, but it's taken down by Wigglesworth from the south approach.
Right side, they're coming in from right side.
Wigglesworth peeking this south hills, looking for that second kill. He's trying to find Omega and Workham finding another kill. Or work him finding his first kills. Defense is quite spread out here. As far as the upper dumpster goes, they have one up by upper dumpster rock wall. Artemis is there by south center bungalow, and Gaddix and Workham here pushing into north our center hotel, which is one great building to be in for any OBJ, honestly. Excess getting that kill there as Workham trying to push across that open lane. And we may have a sniper battle coming out between Oldie and Filippo. And Artemis finding a Mega 6. What a shot through the window.
Echo 2, sorry, Echo 2.
Doesn't seem like he can confirm that shot due to the fact they're hidden behind the wall there. And quickly Parabellum down on a 2v4 here. Offense holding tight. Exis, a nice little spot here, tucked in a bush and behind a rock wall, guarding that somewhat of a finish line. See if Gaddix and them cross this street. Old lady finding Filippo on the west road there. And Gaddix finding Wigglesworth.
Arizona.
Offense really taking their time here. Center Hotel, they got two guys down. I believe one of them is going to be unable to get rezzed, but Gaddix going to be looking for this other revive. And got some ground to cover on this revive, so looks like old 86 was the one that did spot him out. So it is going to be tough to rotate all the way back. Gaddix has only got 2.5 minutes to decide whether to rotate back into open lanes or try to find some of these kills. And Exis is going to be the next one to deal with. And what a shot by Exis to end round one, going to Forlorn Hope. Round number one, map number one, 1-0 here on Downfall, going to Forlorn Hope. Excellent job there, good defense. A little bit of an unmeta spot there from Exis being on that rock wall, but protected from everything from the north. As long as nobody got behind him, which I believe Artemis was in the south center bungalow there, was able to protect the backside and not allow anybody to sneak up behind and take shots there at Exis. An old 86 sitting back on, I believe it was White House or South Watch, looking down onto West Road, taking Filippo out. And some great work by Wigglesworth down over on the southeast, I believe southeast hills, looking all the way to the north, picking that guy off up there. So good spread on the kills for Forlorn Hope to start this round one. As we're about to start round number two, there is a transfer from offense to defense on each objective. Objective means where the location of the satellite dish is. There is an offense that pushes and attacks to the objective, and there's a defense that obviously protects it. And then the teams will swap. And once the team had a offense and a defensive round on that particular spot, the objective will randomly move to a set location around the map, and you will start another offensive defensive round. So after this round, the objective satellite will move, and it'll be unknown to the rest of to the other teams where that location will be. So it changes the game drastically of how you're going to plan each round, and you can't do a whole lot of pre-planning. I mean, you can for each objective, but it's with a place like Downfall that has, I don't know, 7 or 8 different objectives or something that it could be at, and the multiple spawn-in locations for each team, it's very hard to predict what's going to happen each round. Wigglesworth taking that far back approach, looking over to south again, and Old 86 finding Bennett on the south by Marsoc Twins.
Good spot there, Artie.
And the offense really trying to take over this south and the Marsoc Twin location, which is going to give them great benefit to push in through the south. Nice tucked in defense here. We got 2 on lower dumpster, 1 on upper dumpster, 1 made it to center south bungalow. The only big issue that, you know, could come up is the approach to, again, Center Hotel here. You get into Center Hotel, you got 3 floors to work with and lots of windows to shoot through and out of. So if you can get some bodies inside there, and then you have kind of the centralized location of multiple levels to shoot around, which is very beneficial to either side of the team. So as defense, you want to try to get to the hotel as quickly as possible if you can, and same with offense. Let's see if Exus gets spotted out here by Workham. And Workham finding him through the window. What a shot by Workham. Oh, Artemis, what an excellent shot. And the confirmations onto Omega 6 there. That's some close quarters action here. Gaddix has got to be here in Wigglesworth. Could be the same, but no angle for him to get to. Wiggles checking his tablet, probably ensuring that there's nobody on his team near him, and now he knows somebody could be in this room. Gonna just run for the objective. And if Workham doesn't see him or Filippo doesn't see him, this could be a cap opportunity. You can duck down below the windows, but Gaddix pops out of the door and finds Wigglesworth, saving that opportunity there. Excellent work there by Gaddix. Hearing those footsteps, run away from the building. Filippo still in lower dumpster. Workham still in dark room of upper dumpster. And Filippo finding shots. Looking for Artemis in there. I believe Artemis is down, so unable to get it or confirm, but with Artemis's body, he's able to still use his radio. And
left-hand window.
And that's what you're hearing from him. He's
There's also one on the ground in the building directly in front of us.
Gaddix finding Old 86.
Marsoc Twins.
And there goes that chance of a revive. So Artemis will just have to bleed out. No chance for him to get revived here, but he is giving call-outs to his teammate, Charlie here. Now, Charlie should know approximately where everybody's located, and Charlie a little bit out in the open, trying to find Filippo here. Oh, just barely makes it back in. Gonna have to syringe, get back to health. Right around with Charlie.
I think this is a mission fail.
Charlie trying to give up, possibly already. Still got a minute and a half. You can make things happen, brother. Take your time. Listen to your buddy on your call-outs. And finding one. Nice shots.
That's one of them.
Get that confirmation so the call-outs don't come out. Gonna maybe find Workham.
That's 2.
And Filippo last man up. He just got to find the last man. 1 minute left. What a run here. Let's see if I can get that last one on replay. Just in time. Objective is somewhat open if he wants to make a run for it here. And will Filippo peek this corner? 45 seconds. Now at the 30-second mark, there will be a beep inside his headset letting him know there's only 30 seconds left. So that's when when you get that 30-second beep is, when you start making decisions you're not usually wanting to, because you're running out of time. Looks like he is going to push the inner side, which is probably the better route, but Gaddix is going to be able to call him out. Gaddix is alive, still possibly has his radio, and it's either Filippo sits tight or he's going to find this shot here. 15 seconds. And there it is. Charlie with the victory, taking that round. A 1v3 for Forlorn Hope. Thinking there was no chance for him to win that, comes back and gets a 3-piece. Very good round there. Wow. Excellent job. Let's take a look at that final big replay there. Finish off the round, clutching a 1v3. Filippo sits tight, or he's going to find this shot here. 15 seconds. And there it is. Charlie with the victory. What a job by Charlie. Looking for that kill instead of going for that objective. Very impressive. Right, it's running into round number 3 here on Downfall. As I mentioned, the objective does move, and we are headed over to Helicopter Bungalow. Here is the new satellite positioning. Defense is going to spawn right back here. They have to run over and pick their locations for defense, while the offense can either spawn where they did in that location up there, or they can spawn from that corner up there. Shots coming out from the offense.
L'ho visto dall'hotel, si dirigeva dove c'era poco fa l'uplink.
And Bennett looking down.
Lower red.
Shots being fired from Omega 6 in the South Hills. Looking for the guy at South Bungalow, or South Brothel.
Dietro la chiesa, dietro la chiesa.
And Workham trying to peek top of the hill, looking for Artemis. Finds Artemis with an excellent head peek shot. Needs to be very cautious of Exis and Charlie, both able to look this way. And Workham trying to find that other kill.
Forse l'ho preso, ma non sono sicuro.
Charlie does back down. Gaddix going to make this rush. Really watching those windows. And they do make it to lower dumpster safely. I would believe they're going to have a little window fight here.
Non l'ho preso bordello.
Omega.
Preso.
No. Preso lui me.
2 guys trying to take out one in that window. Charlie very tucked in. Got that kill back here. And Gaddix finally finding Charlie. We have one still back coming out through South Hills and another one back on Marsoc Twins. Shots coming out from Gaddix, looking at hospital 2-story ground floor. And
Sono vivo, sono vivo.
Sì, sì, dove sta? Dove sta? Dimmi.
Elicottero di sotto. Casa dell'elicottero di sotto.
Vai.
Gaddix able to use his one and only syringe there, most likely to revive his teammate. That is, if the teammate does not go down to enough shots and does not completely die, they're able to revive him with a syringe, but usually only have 1 to 2 on you, depending on if you use those loadout points or not. Wigglesworth trying to find Workham, and what great teamwork there by the 2, Gaddix and Workham, working together as Workham was being suppressed, moved to the side, Gaddix getting that nice kill and leaving objective open. Exis does have to rotate back, and we'll see how this is going to work out between him and Workham. Is Workham going to go inside and try to cap? I don't know if you can. Workham trying to find it. He can't. Oh, and what a shot by Exis looking through the windows. There was a recent update. I'm not sure if you can cap from inside anymore. You may have to hold your tablet out of the window. But regardless, Exis, the reserve, is coming in and so far saving that map. Gaddix really looking for Exis here. Exis has to be careful, has to rotate around a lot to make sure nobody is sneaking up around any corners or any sides. Again, they don't see our names or lasers. Like this is, this is what Exodus is seeing. He has no idea where these guys are at. Shots coming out. He's just hearing stuff. And as we turn the overlays back on now, you can see, as we are the casters, we can see a little bit of everything. So 2 minutes left. Really just offense needs to take their time. And Filippo gonna try to push again, and a trade comes out, giving Parabellum the the round here on map number 1. And a little happy Gaddix getting a team kill to finish the round off. What a great job there. All right. Appreciate y'all in here watching. Hope you're having a good time out there. Want to thank you, Kato Z. What's up, Peas and Lambo? Appreciate you guys here. Yeah, Kato, what I'd like to see in there, man. Wish your team the best. Yeah, that mission failed did unfortunately come out verbally, but he came around and he got that 1v3. What an excellent job. Sit back, relax, listen to a little music here by Phonic. Round number 4, Parabellum with a little bit of pep in their step from a victory there. Same objective. We are at Helicopter Bungalow. Jump into the offense here. Exodus, Wigglesworth pushing straight in. One going towards North Hotel. That would be Charlie. And the other two staying a little bit to the west or to the east. Going to try to push from the south side. Nothing too aggressive from the defense. Pretty typical spots. Great spot by Omega 6 sitting inside helicopter. That black uniform really blending in to the actual helicopter itself. As you can tell, very hard to spot out even when you're this close. And Exodus not wasting any time, pushing right up behind Gaddix. And it's possible Gaddix could be hearing the footsteps, but could think it's his teammate as well. Might be thinking it's Workham. And nope, I believe he does hear those footsteps. Gaddix getting a little bit antsy. Can hear the footsteps behind him. Workham in a nice little spot here. A little bit exposed. Sometimes it's better to sit inside the window. See a little less, but you can also be a little more protected. But a lot of people don't think you're right outside either, so could be beneficial on either side. Exodus making a great approach here. What great, push here, and that way he can get in and look down on the objective itself. What a shot! Great shot by Exodus. And you can slowly see Exodus move around, just slowly shifting side to side. As we call it, slicing the pie, just taking a little bit of the map at a time and looking window to window, just clearing things out and making sure nobody's in each window. And that opens up the south approach here. Is what you do have someone pushing up this southwest road. It'll be Artemis. And honestly, Artemis could sneak up all the way up to objective. They have a very, the defense is the center very well covered. And Omega 6 with that AK-104 finding all the 86. But everybody is pretty much looking through the center here and leaving this west side open. So Artemis could do some rotations along maybe the rock wall and find it. Excess is going to find that same thing, but he's got Gaddix to worry about. Gaddix is going to be able to see anything that crosses this line here. So if he can get that kill, is going to be a great opening here. Now, will Gaddix find the head of Exus? I believe he saw him, and what a shot by Gaddix. Artemis considering pushing this west road, slowly peeking out ever so more, realizing, you know, you start peeking these angles and you're like, man, I haven't gotten shot yet. Must be a good sign that nobody's watching this side.
That friendly Vault Tower.
And from this distance, he could possibly see Charlie, but hopefully will not shoot at him. And Workham does find Artemis with those shots. Wigglesworth going down to Mega 6 on the helicopter. Charlie, the last and final hope here for Forlorn Hope on this round. What a good defense going on by Parabellum. Charlie has his work cut out for him. He's first got to take care of Gaddix and then work him on the outside. And then try to take down Omega 6.
Vai fuori dai, non ci rompo i coglioni. Mi sono resettato.
And the trade comes out.
Grande Gattex.
But with men still up on the Parabellum side, defense tying it up 2-2. Looks like we had a slight disconnect on the Parabellum side. Hopefully nothing serious. Sure they'll jump right back in. But man, what a great... I mean, the attack was set up very well on the Forlorn Hope side. It was just the... I guess the delay of the attack. Artemis had an opening to start running across that lane, but as he found one of the guys in helicopter 2-story there. And instead of letting him go and keep running, he took shots, and which gave away his position. Same with Exus. Like, he had a great opportunity. He could have waited that out a little bit more, and hopefully, you know, his partner could have paired up with him, and they could have took down Gaddix there, and kind of teamwork, making sure that they cleared that building before pushing past that rock wall. But lessons learned, and that's why you have casts like this is, you know, in game, it's hard to see all that, and we have the 2020 perspective where they can watch and learn from their mistakes down the road. And that's why I believe casts are very important. And IVRL, we try to cast as much as possible here. Again, I am Lampy28. This is the very first season for the IVRL in week number 13. We've got an EU matchup today, Parabellum versus Forlorn Hope, and tied up map 1, 2-2. Scoring on the maps go 9 points, or first to best of 9, I apologize, on each map. First to 5. 2-2, first to 5. And still down one man on the Parabellum side. Let's see if they are going to play 5v4, wait it out, or possibly call a timeout until that player can return. And there he is. You know, it is technology. It is, you know, internet connections that you're connecting to people that are possibly all across the globe. I know a lot of these teams here from the Eastern, you know, I mean, from Europe over there, you know, I believe, I don't know if I saw some French flags. Don't know the locations of everybody, but, you know, it's not uncommon for people in the U.S. be playing with people in France or in Korea or Australia, New Zealand, and having internet connections. You're gonna have problems. You know, there's gonna be disconnects. There's going to be you know, storms that knock out your Wi-Fi or your router. So a lot of things can go wrong in a game like this. But overall, it holds up pretty well. Forlorn Hope going on defense, new objective. Once again, now we are 2-story helicopter. You can see the satellite dish there. Move over there, and Gaddix finding the first kill.
Il bordello mi pare che è morto.
Sending some more shots into the windows, just either trying to confirm or suppress anybody that could be in there. Workham gonna peek over the South Hills. No real threats, it seems. Maybe Artemis, depending on his location in the helicopter and what he can see.
Vicino.
As the other members of his team do push up to upper dumpster, Omega 6 taking that dark room and through that window, pre-firing windows as they go, due to the fact it is hard to see from distances like that without a powerful scope on your gun, you know, who is in the window. And that's, as you can see, the laser scanning the window side and through hotel. But the defense really staying tucked in, not allowing themselves really to get picked out. Wigglesworth really tucked in to the hotel there. Exis in lower red. Artemis in north brothel here. It's in that basement looking up at the objective. He's got this view right here, so he's got all this stuff covered. More shots coming out. Pre-fire.
Sparato?
Io, ma niente.
A slow, methodical push here from Parabellum, which is good. I mean, you have a large map with a lot of open ground to cover at times, so you really want to confirm that you have cleared buildings and you're taking one building at a time. Downfall of this map is not one where you can just beeline straight run to objective and try to be, you know, a hero type scenario. If the defense is set up properly, which most are, you know, those lines are going to be covered, those open areas. And that's why you take your time here and you push up, clearing one building at a time. It's like next on the list is going to be Center Hotel for them, so they will have to deal with Wigglesworth. And Workham can hear them footsteps inside. And calling out to his teammates to warn them. We do have one in here, and as you can tell, here come the lasers all looking at the windows. And this hotel has, you know, one room up here. It's got a dark closet. It's got an upstairs that goes to the 3rd story. It's got another room with another stairway. And Wigglesworth just misses Workham. That is onward timing, as we call it. They both miss each other. Now is one or the other going to push? Workham does turn around, hearing those footsteps from above. Wiggles trying to use those sound cues to push into Wigglesworth. Gaddix moving in. Wigglesworth, who is going to find... Oh, he's going to go for his radio. And Wigglesworth gets one. Wigglesworth gets two. A two-piece here in the hotel. What great work there by the Wiggles. Wiggles. And Parabellum on defense here, holding it down. 4v3 as Filippo is pushing up slowly. Got that rock wall. Bennett making his approach as well. And Old 86 finding Bennett. dying from directly behind that building. Very hard to spot again, as you can tell. Old 86 is behind that rock wall, just head peeking. See the laser, and you can see how difficult something from that distance is to see. Nice little location there.
And they do it to 2.
And Filippo left here with Omega 6. Filippo throwing a smoke. Gonna give away his location a bit, but also hiding himself from any other shots. Omega 6 next up to try to challenge Wigglesworth in his vacancy here. Lots of footsteps, and Wiggles taking shots. Oh, and Wiggles. That is 4 kills.
Fuck.
4 kills for Wigglesworth there, finishing off the round. Excellent work. Forlorn Hope going up 3-2 here on Downfall. And let's take a look at that one last time there at the end. And Wiggles taking shots. Oh, and Wiggles. That is 4 kills.
Fuck.
4 kills for That's right, 4-piece for Mr. Wigglesworth out of that center hotel. Very hard to deal with, as we talked earlier. Once you get, once you take control of that center hotel there, you have 360 vision for the most part around the entire map. And if there's any objectives that you need to protect or attack on this side of the map, that is the location to ensure that you have control of. Due to the fact that a player, even one player, can rotate throughout that whole hotel, and you're not sure. You can catch him looking north, and you can catch him looking south, and then he's on the roof, and a lot of locations, especially if they stack more than one. If you get 2 guys in there and they're supporting opposite angles, man, you just, you got one healthy strategy there. But another disconnect, this time on the Forlorn Hope side. So hopefully nothing serious, and they'll be jumping back in here shortly. Appreciate y'all watching. Hopefully you got some of them predictions in. Taking a look at some of them kills on the Parabellum side. Workham running with a 5 kill, 4 death KDR and a 1 revive. Gaddix leading the team there, 7 kills. Lipo did have some kills earlier, but when you get disconnected from the server, then you lose all your stats. So unsure where Filippo was earlier, but then on the Forlorn Hope side, very good spread amongst them. 5, 4, 3, 2 kills on their side as well. Trying to see who was it that disconnected. I can't remember. It was Charlie. As he comes back in. Should be getting the round started then. As you can tell, Charlie's back to his 0 stat line. No big deal. Besides, personally, stats are not kept like that in the game. And it's just for personal, showing off to your friends. One more round here on the 2-story helicopter objective.
Andiamo ragazzi.
Central bungalow.
And you'll see most players shoot off their pistols in the beginning or throw their pistols. A lot of players, most players, I should say majority of players, do not use a pistol at all in a round. They feel if you get to that point that you should already be dead, and that you should be able to secure or win or lose the map with your rifle and your rifle rounds only. And then they throw the pistol so they don't accidentally grab it later, which a lot of us have done. trying to grab utility or your tablet or grab your radio, and you accidentally grab your pistol, and you lose a firefight. And Gaddix quickly taking down Charlie in the south.
Uno nel
Yes.
canyon.
Very powerful spot here from Gaddix, finding a second.
Preso un altro.
And this bungalow being like the ones, you know, being somewhat similar to being in Center Hotel, that it has, you know, views to the north and the south, very hard to deal with, very little windows to try to shoot into, allowing that player to really get a good visual on the outside. Now, you know, exposing himself very much in too much danger. Artemis trying to push through this south valley. Looking over there at
One
Bennett.
northwest, 2-story, top with top floor.
Artemis ever so slightly trying to peek his head, suppressing down Bennett. And who we got over on the side here? Exis trying to squeeze through the middle of the pack here. Workham finding Wigglesworth on a flank. Workham has pushed all the way out to the very south hills.
Preso un altro.
And let's see if Workham finds another one pushing this. He's trying to find it quickly. Stabbing the dead to ensure that they're dead. Finding one. Running out in the open. Workham finishing it off. And them shooting each other there. Gaddix taking down Workham as he made that impressive rotation there through the east and through the south. Tying this up 3-3. All right, once again, let's take a look. I believe it was Gaddix. Grab your pistol, and you lose a firefight. And Gaddix quickly taking down Charlie in the taking down that early kill within 30 seconds of the round. Very powerful spot here from Gaddix, finding. Getting 2 kills in the first minute on a map like Downfall is detrimental to your offense. Once you get them 2 kills, you really open up a push for a flank, just as Workham did there. You know, you took out 2 in the east, and you know, if you call those kills out to your teammates, hey, I killed 2 in the east, big hole. That's just red flag, big hole. Anybody in that location can try to, you know, just dig that knife deeper by pushing that side and coming back around behind from some of those offensive pushes. So excellent work there by Gaddix, really to really start that round off in their favor. And as you can tell, Gaddix running that 9 kills so far. Man, doing some work. And again, if you're watching, go ahead and give the channel a follow. Doesn't cost you anything, just a click of a button. Just make sure you're following it on Twitch, and that way, for any future casts that we do live like this, you will be notified on your Twitch account. You know that you that IVRL has gone live, and that's all we do on this channel is cast league matches. Looks like we're having a round reset. Ooh, just in time. So, and that way you just notified down the road. Now, what you just saw there is when you load into the map or when you load into the round, you have about 10 seconds after the round starts there's a give up button or kill yourself to start the round over without having any fault or penalty against you. Just in case maybe somebody didn't load in or somebody had bad connection or they grabbed the wrong equipment. But it's something you don't want to consistently do. It's frowned upon, I should say. It's not very kind of you to constantly do that. But one every once in a while happens. It's known. It's fine, as long as it isn't a continual thing. Everybody's back in, it looks like. No drops. Forlorn hope.
Free shit.
Free stuff.
We get them for cheating.
Offense starting in the northeast. This is a tough one to start from because you have so much open ground to leave without really making any ground. You're a little bit higher than most, so you can get spotted or look down quickly. And the defense is making an incredible push here. Artemis going to get to an extremely powerful spot. Very powerful. You should be able to see, Artemis will be able to see almost everything going on around him. You can tell he's looking through the windows. Charlie finding the first one.
I just got -1.
Working finding Charlie. And quickly to a 4v4, one down. And there's the revive on Omega 6. And, oh, just missing Bennett. Two running through the South Hills, getting away from Artemis. The other two are gonna know that Artemis has to be there. It's one of the only locations that can be shot from there. That or Center Hotel, like rooftop.
Ce n'è uno lì di fronte, nella casa dietro hotel. No, penso dietro hotel, al secondo piano.
And oldie 86 finding one, but Omega 6 are finding Omega 6. Little friendly banter.
Come on now, mate. Let's have a show off. You want a knife fight, mate?
I love one.
Is Workham gonna find that window shot? Is that a grenade? Wow, what a grenade that would have been if they were in that corner.
Come on now. Have a knife fight with me, mate.
I almost have to just give you a replay. The fact that he can hit that window, it's not that easy in this game. There's no cursor as, you know, a PC.
Are we doing this?
Yes.
Alright.
Drop my gun, okay? You heard it?
Yeah.
Need to hear it, you drop yours. What?
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. I trust you. Okay, wait. I'm putting my charger on. Okay.
This is really happening, folks. A knife fight. And Workham comes out victorious on a knife fight. And that's when you're having fun in the game. I mean, I know it's a league match. It's tied 3-3, you know, but if you're not having fun and you cannot have fun with your friends and people you know, what a headshot coming in possibly. That's what the game's all about. And, I mean, just good times there. And trust from both sides. They both trust each other and came through, which is even more impressive. So hats off to you two for giving us a little show as well. As the other side has made their approach, taking down one, helping Workham push, but Artemis finding that kill. Artemis and center, south center, or no, north center bungalow. And Wigglesworth also looking here. Two people very far away from objective. And honestly, if there was somebody out here, there's not anymore. But if they were, they could get into the back of the room here. You can actually cap from inside in that dark corner down there. For those that didn't know. Artemis finding Bennett, leaving it to a 1v1 here. Or 1v2, one man left, Filippo. Smoke's coming out. That is going to give away his location. Minute 48 left, and Wigglesworth is going to rotate, find that kill. And Forlorn Hope going up 4-3, 1 point away from taking map number 1. And hopefully we got it. Let's take a look at that knife fight that went down in South Valley one more time.
Charger on? Okay.
This is really happening, folks. A knife fight. And Workham comes out victorious on a knife fight. Yes, folks, that really did just happen, and I have to praise them, you know, for having fun and for trusting each other and both following through, which was even more impressive than the actual thought of the night fight in general. So, good sportsmanship, good community. Happy to be a part of it. Four to three, Forlorn Hope on map point here.
This going Mars up maybe.
Yeah, let's go all the way.
Parabellum. This is their map choice, so they do want to take this victory. Next map will be chosen by Forlorn Hope, and which we would assume would be something powerful in their favor. So you want to get this map. You want to take as many points away as you can, as Gaddix is running into the center bungalow once again. Like we've mentioned before, these two are very powerful positions. And Gaddix scanning the area, looking through the little windows, not finding anybody really outside yet. May find Charlie run across if he decides to come out. And could be finding Exus here if he does decide to go to that opposite window. And looks like Gaddix is going to try to peek it. Same time, Exus is looking. And they find each other, and what a trade. What a shot by Exus, honestly, to get through that little window. Great work by both sides to find that kill. 4v4. And in a game like Onward, this is, you know, a VR-only game. It is a 5v5, as you can tell, Milsim. 5 offense, 5 defense. And, I mean, the main goal is, like, just you don't want to trade your life for free. So if you're going to die or if you're going to rush, you know, make sure you get at least 1 kill. That means you did your job. And as you can tell, Artemis has not seen Filippo there behind that rock wall. You can see it really tough. It's going to start to spot out. Somebody has called out Filippo because he is being shot at.
Whoops.
Filippo out in the open now, still not being seen by Artemis and Oldie here. And Filippo, if he would just look this way, he is going to find one. Is he going to find a second? No, he doesn't, but he does find one. Filippo and Bennett both shoot him at the same time. All lasers into the south currently right now. They know somebody is danger close. Oldie doing the right thing, going to rotate away from this side. Now, will anybody see him cross open? Will Bennett look into this open area here? And Workham having a great angle on that side. Bennett shooting. Workham going to be able to spot him as well. On the staircase, the great view down to the South Valley here. Smoke's coming out. And Oldie decides not to push that side again either. Charlie and Wigglesworth still propped up here, looking for that shot on Filippo. And Oldie finds his way into White House. Going to be a powerful position. Got them little windows. Is going to help. Hearing footsteps from Charlie moving in on Center Hotel.
Stop. You want to do a knife fight?
No.
Workham wants another knife fight.
Call you out.
I
Okay,
suck
one
at
of
knife
those
fights.
Friendly banter.
Oh, but I suck.
Oh, maybe in the next match.
Workham's really good at knife fights.
To the ground, so like the sand, right into the sand. Oh, okay. There we go.
Cool. I'm
There-
also going to throw mine.
They
Oh, well, I've thrown it, but it didn't go very high. I trust you, okay? I'm coming down.
Throw my pistol as well. Make sure you throw your pistol as well, please.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, he threw one.
Coming down. Don't kill me.
Threw an offensive rifle.
Also, just going to get my knife ready for this.
All right.
Prepare yourself. Yes, I'm here. Okay.
Where do we go?
Let's go. Let's joust. Joust me.
And a knife trade going down. Oh, double knife fight going on here. Wiggles getting that confirmation, making sure we are down to a 2v3, 11 seconds left. Offense has nowhere to go, not enough time. This is going to be a victory for Parabellum, as they cannot get to there in time. Too caught up on the knife fight to allow anybody to get there. Parabellum going up, or tying it up 4-4. We're going into our map point here. One more time, take a look at that replay.
Yes, I'm here.
I like how Workham throws somebody else's rifle out as Charlie threw his own rifle out. So I don't know if those are against the rules, Workham. A knife trade, but you're being watched. We are watching you now. You can't throw somebody else's rifle out and trick them. But we are here. A map and match points, or I'm sorry, not match, map points. So best of 9, first of 5 for each map here in the IVRL, and that's where we're at, standing 4-4. One more round left here on Downfall. Curious what map 2 is going to be. What do you think in chat there? Let me know, what is map 2 going to be? Oh, what a last round to have here. What a last round to have here. Onward music is so loud, I apologize. East Stables OBJ is a very controversial one. A lot of action usually happens because everything's so wide open. Early shots coming out.
Nord-est, nord-est. Ne ho visto passare uno a nord-est.
Yes, I can't fly through there. And pretty standard defense. You got one on the church next to objective, one in the stables, one in the north east I guess bungalow you'd call it. And Charlie here working the water tower, making sure nobody comes up to North Hotel. That'll be pretty protected for a while. The other one making a flank push here. Guessing it's Artemis. Let's see what Artemis is gonna have in front of him, working this flank as they have spotted out the location. Artemis getting one, and that is going to tell the offense.
I've been seen. I'm at the dunes.
And honestly, great work by Artemis not to keep pushing it and to start rotating back. Now that he's known, he doesn't have that surprise factor anymore. People are going to start looking. Artemis trying to find Gaddix in that window. Very tough shot from that distance. And you can see the laser bouncing around. That's him holding his hands up and his arms up, trying to find that accuracy. He's got that 100-round magazine on there. And that's why he doesn't have to reload. It's got a drum mag. Artemis, if you just sit still, I could show the people. Just kidding. But you can see the round drum mag underneath by his hand. 100 rounds, and would Bennett just about spot him? Charlie finding Workham. Shooting a couple extra shots there, making sure that they are fully dead and not just down. Artemis pushing through as Bennett was trying to locate him on that push. They did cross paths, and Artemis is going to push all the way up into the bungalow here. Bennett has not spotted him. Gaddix is going to be looking for him. He is in between the offense here. And Gaddix running out, and he's getting shot down. Bennett should get this as audio cues. Artemis doing some work here. Will he spot out Filippo? And he does. One man left.
I think that's Echo 1. I repeat, I think it's Echo 1.
And what a rotation by Artemis to move all around the South Dunes and come up through the center. And now Bennett has some work to do for going up 1v5 here. Parabellum's last hope comes down to Mr. Bennett. 2 minutes left still. As you can see where the defense is located, going to be very tough to push in through objective. All five nice and tightly tucked in, watching different angles. You can see the lasers cross through the center. Nice supporting lines. And Artemis taking down Bennett, getting the last and final kill there. Excellent job by Forlorn Hope, taking map number 1, 5-4. So congratulations there to Forlorn Hope on map number 1. Now they will duck out of the lobby and they will rehost on a new map. I don't know what it's going to be. We all will be surprised. But until then, I am Lampy28. We will be back in just a few minutes. Send you an intermission. Go ahead, get yourself a little break, get some drinks, grab some snacks. We got a whole nother map left in us. Again, thank you for being here. I am Lampy28. We'll be back on map number 2. folks, welcome back. And as you can tell from the map number 2, we are headed to Quarantine, another somewhat long-range map, very long-range map. I really do like this map. It's a very fun map. And we do have 9 of 10 players currently in the lobby ready to go. So shouldn't be too much longer here, folks. I appreciate you sticking with us, and I hope you enjoyed your quick intermission. Got another good one ahead of us. Max 9 points. Our best of 9 coming up, first of 5. And we will see how this one goes. Map number 1 going to Forlorn Hope on Parabellum's map choice. So 5-4, still a close battle. Now, just because Forlorn Hope won map number 1 doesn't mean they are completely out of it. So it does matter total points here. And, you know, as long as Parabellum can take this victory and not allow Forlorn Hope to get 4 points, they can still take the complete victory of the match. So lots of time left in it. Definitely not out of it. They're technically only down 1 point. You can't look at it as being down a map, but they're only down 1 point. So they do need a win by more than 1 point here. And by the looks of it, doesn't look like we had any substitutions. So it looks like both teams are running with the same lineup. And we do have the East Mall Courtyard objective. So myself, and we call this building here in the middle Mall. So this would be the East Courtyard Mall. Quarantine, I like Quarantine. Quarantine is a beautiful map. A lot of different elevation changes as far as buildings you can go into, bumps in the road as far, and there's some little craters in the road to give you that lower aspect. You got some rooftops, some 1-story and 2-story buildings, and a 3rd-story building in the far west. Check on the defense. Parabellum on defense first here for map number 2.
Get the plan for the light. Yeah, the best one. Yeah.
What's the plan then?
And it looks like 4 heading north with Charlie heading towards the south. And maybe Charlie finds some people crossing the street here. Oh, looks like they did tuck in. Defense getting aggressive as well. C4 being tossed out by Workham. I did miss that. Saw it in air, getting that confirmation. Oldie 86 looking for where Workham ended up going to, but what a C4 tossed over the fence. Artemis just above him. And Gaddix hiding behind the wall here. Now, will Gaddix see the enemy first here? And Wigglesworth decided to wiggle back behind the building. Gaddix, nice little snaky cross. And trying to shoot Workham. He may have been clipping through the wall, so they may know he's here. Did get revived. Oh, flash comes out, not fast enough. And Gaddix getting old 86. Just as we leave him, he shot him from the north there. Wigglesworth taking down Gaddix. Needs to get that confirmation as Gaddix is still alive and able to call out anything that he sees. And Omega and Charlie trading in the south from 3-story. Wigglesworth confirming Gaddix. And very dangerous position here. Artemis moving in. Danger close onto OBJ. Bennett is not looking. Filippo does not see it either. And this could happen as a crawl cap could come into play here. Filippo not able to see on the stairs. Bennett not looking either. This could be a cap. As you can tell, he's punching in a 7-digit code on his tablet. If he gets it correctly, Filippo is trying to look, just can't see it. And it looks like he may be trying a few times here. You can see his finger moving. And there it is, folks. Cap comes out. What a great job there by Forlorn Hope, giving them 2 points right off the bat. Take a look at that one more time. and you can see his fingers moving. You actually have to memorize a 7-digit number, then punch it in like a telephone pad. And if you get it wrong, you have to start over. If you get one number wrong in the middle, you have to clear it and start over. And, you know, the intensity and everything that's going on while you're doing that, it's not that easy. Sometimes you have bullets whizzing past your head or people trying to throw utility on you. There he was pretty tucked in. Nobody was really contesting it, so a little bit of ease there. It looks like he may have gotten it wrong once or twice before, but you know, he ended up getting it. Forlorn Hope goes up 2 points on map number 2. And congratulations to anybody that did win any points in the predictions. It looks like one person would have been Lambowski. If you haven't noticed, hopefully you got them predictions on map number 2. Who's going to win? Predictions are based on channel points. It is free. Back into it, making sure I get all that stuff figured out for you. Bennett's pushing towards gas station here. Same objective, same positioning. Offense looks like they started in the same spots as well. And Charlie finding Bennett.
Coming towards hospital.
That great positioning sitting behind the boxes here. Found Bennett running from gas station. A good heavy north push going down. Artemis finding Gaddix on the north roof.
Echo 3-1 on AC rooftop.
Now there is a possibility for a revive, but they do know that, oh, and Artemis finding that second one, contesting it.
Sta giù su quelle finestre, sai dove provavamo?
And Charlie finding Filippo from the hospital, and quickly they are down to a 1.5 v5. And again, this is Forlorn Hope's map choice, so you can tell that they understand this map. They were ready to play it. They had some strategies, and Artemis finding another one. I believe that was 3, and that was a 1.5 minute round here on Quarantine. What a second round there. Forlorn Hope putting down the defense and just securing that Artemis, and Charlie really holding down that. They were both in the south and cleared out the whole team. Got 3 in the north and 2 in the south. Excellent work by those two. I do want to appreciate everybody in chat. Just talking to everybody in chat, checking things out as we start round number 3 with a cap and a hold by Forlorn Hope. They get a quick spawn here, and Workham and Artemis do trade on that one. Looks like we have the gas station OBJ, or I'm sorry, the hospital OBJ, and quick spawn comes out. Bennett's getting Exus. powerful position from Bennett up in the window there. Very dark, hard to spot out. And it looks like Gaddix is getting a little aggressive, pushing that flank out here, looking for those guys on north roof.
Due sui condizionatori.
Wigglesworth looking for that shot. And Big Gaddix getting one. And that's, I believe, what the defense really needed here. They needed a little bit of aggression. And Omega looking for that kill as well. They needed to throw some spice in the mix here. They needed to, you know, shake some things up here. The first 2 rounds weren't going well for them. They change up their strategy a little bit, get a little aggressive. And Gaddix putting a stop to that north push now. And now, you know, Charlie either has to figure out a new route or, you know, has to work around or hunt down Gaddix, which is going to be time consuming and far away from OBJ. So with Parabellum having the 4-2 lead right now on manpower, it would be very beneficial for them just to kind of tuck in. And now you're playing 4v2. It's not like a 5v5 being tucked in. Now, if you tuck in, you can really hold your angles and, you know, not expose and get killed easily. As Charlie is trying to make his way around maybe the backside of Gaddix. You know, and there's still almost 4 minutes left, so there is plenty of time to make this rotation. And Charlie deciding to make a very wide rotation at that. And we will catch back up with him here shortly. Check in on old 86 here. He's going to have to watch out for that Bennett shot. If Bennett decides to peek this way from that doorway. Going to be safe for a while until he gets to this angle here and again has to deal with Hospital. Charlie making that extremely wide rotation, as you can see on the map. And I believe Gaddix is in between them propane tanks, so he should be okay. Shouldn't get spotted out. Yeah, he's behind that wall. But once Charlie takes one shot into someone, is going to know, or Gaddix is going to know, old E86 with that MCX suppression. I couldn't even barely hear it from across the map. Omega looking.
I don't think I'm going to get very far though. I think they've got one on top of ACU from the door that I think there.
And Omega does see Oldie calling him out, but now...
Yeah, he's got me pinned.
And this is where Charlie has to make some noise and draw some attention. Nobody on this side. Nobody. And the objective is outside, so it looks like Filippo is going to try to watch this again, but is Gaddix going to be able to see this? Omega finding Oldie 86. Nobody left. Charlie does come out, or Filippo does come out, and as soon as Charlie sees one of these guys, all lasers will be focused on him. Filippo tucked in nicely. Hopefully a leg or something does not get exposed through the wall. Does happen. And Gaddix making that rotation through center, looking for that flank and not spotting him. And they're going to really think that Gaddix has covered the south and the west. And here comes the smoke. Going to call out exactly where everybody is. And then the crash is coming. Everybody coming back, as you can tell. Charlie almost would have been better off without utility, not sending out flare signals there of their location. And Filippo, here's the footsteps. Is Charlie going to spot him? Charlie does, but could not get the shots, and Filippo takes that victory. Parabellum getting a win here on round number 3. Oh yeah, Ring Monster, you are correct. The slow cap is an art form. Nobody could mono cap like mono. And we appreciate you, Kato Z, for the follow. Thank you so much. Ghosty Gamer, appreciate you on the follow as well. Get back into things here as the round should be starting any minute. Objective does stay still here at the hospital, ambulance, however you want to call it, location. Let's see if there is a quick spawn once again, or will there be a further spawn away? The further spawn does allow for more of a strategic setup, as quick spawn allows more of a firefight to happen, and it is a longer spawn, the far, far north spawn. So plenty of time for the defense to get set up and find their way as the offense as well.
Possiamo andare del coso di sotto. Vieni con me, Omega.
Workham pushing right through the middle here. Let's see how far he gets before interacting with somebody directly in front of him. Getting quite far this early already. Great aggression push here. Has his teammates right behind him. Exodus not seeing anything. Is he going to be able to run right up and cap? Now, Wigglesworth is not even looking. Nobody's even shooting at it. Oh, my goodness. If he gets this.
Guys, I think they might be capping right outside.
And Workham going in. Workham is going in for the cap. And that's it, folks. Wow, a 53-second cap. Nobody watched the middle. That was some impressive work by Workham, getting right in there and just, I mean, a dagger through the heart of Forlorn Hope there. Hats off to you, Mr. Workham. 53 seconds on quarantine. Watch it one more time, full screen. And Workham going in. Workham is going in for the cap. And that's it, folks. Wow, a 53-second cap. And that ties it up, 3-3. And man, did Forlorn Hope, I mean, Parabellum just get back in this. And I mean, you can tell that the total scores now is only 8-7. And that is what Parabellum needed to, you know, give themselves a little bit of energy, you know, a little bit of build up inside that tent, man, and really to try to come out and take this map back. And Forlorn Hope is looking to end this here. I could hear the call outs of the 7-digit code. Pistol shots coming out, and let's see how they're going to push this. This is a very tough objective, but it's very easily cappable, as well as you can get in front of the building and cap behind the wall unseen. Looks like Gaddix is going to be pushing up into the north here, going to find Artemis, and they're going to trade it out. Gaddix is only down, able to give call-outs down to a 4v4.5. Charlie looking to push up through the center, heavily guarded. Workham at that third story of this building. Bennett finding Charlie coming down, and now we're at a 4v3. And they stacked everybody on this building, dude. They do not want anybody to cap here. Are they going to be able to get the revive on Charlie? Is somebody going to be able to get Gaddix? It doesn't look like they're trying, as Workham is laying prone. And Workham finding one as the revive comes out, and Wigglesworth finally getting that refrag. Omega with that suppression, looking over the broken wall. And it is just a in-your-face firefight coming out right now. And Exus is here in the north. Should be getting called out by Gaddix. And Knife Kill comes out. Nice silent kill. They should know Exus is here. And 3v3. And 3v3 on the score. And Exus 3 moving in to the objective. And this is the rotation that's very, very well known here on this. Filippo is watching it, but you could jump up on here, and you could jump down, and you could cap right outside here without Bennett seeing it. And now Filippo did just rotate what onward timing that they did not see each other. Exus knows he's out there. Will he push this outer cap? If Exus can get outside, he can get right outside this wall. Bennett will never see him. And the cap could happen. Charlie also moving in. And this is where it's going to happen because the smokes are coming out. They have to protect you. You can protect yourself with that smoke. And Bennett trying to shoot down Charlie, does not find him. And Exus is going to do this. He's going to go for the cap. Flash coming out. Will he go for the kill? Will he go for the cap? And he's going to cap upstairs. If he gets this, it's over. And there it is. Forlorn Hope taking the map 5-3, putting the dagger back in to the heart of Parabellum. And just like that, match over. Parabellum gave it everything they can. It was a good, hard fought here fight on both of these maps, and unfortunately there has to be a winner unless a tie comes out, but this time there is no tie. And we have a 10-7 total match point system here. Forlorn Hope taking it 10-7 over Parabellum. And I mean, a day full of highlights and spice. You couldn't ask for more. We had knife fights, we had caps, we had quick cap, we had a back-to-back cap. I mean, it was a day full of excitement. I hope you guys all had fun and enjoyed it. Thank you all so much in chat. Ring Monster, Kato, Z, Lambo, appreciate you guys. And until next time, I believe 7 p.m. Eastern time today, there will be a cast of Leftovers versus Slime Gaming, and I will see you on that one as well. Believe I will, at least. But regardless, Leftovers Slime Gaming happened at 7 o'clock tonight Eastern. Thank you all so much for being here. I am Lampy28. This is IVRL. We're in season number 1, week number 13. Once again, congratulations, Forlorn Hope over Parabellum today. And have a good night, and God bless y'all.